The parents of a student in the Tigard-Tualatin School District have filed a lawsuit against the district, seeking $3.7 million. The parents claim their daughter was sexually assaulted by another student in a gender-neutral bathroom at Tualatin High School in April of last year. The suit accuses the district of negligence for allowing the incident to occur and says the district should have been aware of the accused perpetrator's behaviors and failed to supervise him. Damages are listed in the lawsuit, claiming the student suffered psychological trauma. According to the lawsuit, the money would cover medical costs and future treatment. We have reached out to the district for comment and have not yet heard back.